Welcome to the Mindset Elevator, everybody. You know, there are people in your world right now who pretend like you don't exist. Keeping in mind when I say that they pretend like you don't exist, these are people that actually know of you or know you very well. They pretend like you don't exist. They will treat you like they don't see you, they don't hear you, they don't know nothing about you. You know, your presence there, it's like you're not even there. But these are the people that watch you the heaviest. These are the people who are actually watching you in private, watching you in secret, watching your every move, watching how you get praised, how you're grinding, how you're working hard and getting blessed. These individuals actually have a front row seat to your world. And these are the people who will turn a blind eye to you when they want you to believe that they don't see you. But why would this be taking place? Well, the thing about it is that people don't really want to let on, especially when they're jealous or full of envy. They don't really want to let on that they watch you because it shows that they're interested. If someone's watching you all the time and really taking stock of your world and just watching how you live life, clearly there's something interesting enough about your life that is worth watching, right? So we have to understand that if this person in your world, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a colleague, it could be anybody, a neighbor who pretends like they don't see you or that your existence means nothing to them, but they watch you the heaviest. It's because they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that they're interested in your world, because perhaps once again, they're really outwardly conveying that they don't like you or they don't care about your presence. But, inside, they feel completely obsessed about you. They're obsessed about your world. They're obsessed about your life, who you have in your life, what you're doing with your life. Jealousy makes them feel as though they have to be covert with, the stalking or with the lurking that they tend to perpetrate. These individuals, it's a little bit sus, right? Where you're kind of living your life and you have people around you. You go around your family members. You can go around at the workplace. It could be work meetings, right? Seminars. It could be you just going to your whip to go somewhere. So, and your neighbor's watching you or your neighbor's out and about, like they might pretend like they don't see you. You might say hello to them and they never respond, or they act like they didn't hear you. And they did, but they just always give you this cold reception. It could be a wide array of people kind of just treating you anytime you come around like you're not there, you don't matter, they don't see you, they don't like you. But then you'll also peep this weird energy where you'll catch them looking at you, or you'll catch them watching you, or they seem to uh there's something shaky about their demeanor where they're not consistent in pretending. You know what I mean? These individuals, they act as though they don't hear you, that they don't like you, they don't want to talk to you, they give you the cold shoulder. But then these are the individuals that watch you the heaviest. They lurk on your life the most. There might be some times where they kind of come at you in a negative way after pretending the whole time that they don't watch you or they don't look at you or they are not focused on your life. And it's kind of like, where is this all coming from if you feel so negative about me? Or how do you know so much? Someone might snap, like for example, you may be getting the cold shoulder from somebody in your world. And then finally one day they kind of snap and they let you have it and they start, going off, shouting, yelling, causing a scene, maybe being rude to you abruptly. And you're thinking, hey, every time I talk to them, every time I'm trying to have a conversation, they're ignoring me. Where's all this coming from? And they might even like say things that are indicative of a person who's been watching you, a person who's been lurking on your life. Like, oh, I see you have so and so. Why are you always doing this? Why are you always doing that? Why are you not, cutting your grass, as like my grass is cut? It's like really weird how people will say, hey, I heard you're doing this. I heard you're seeing that person. But every time they're around you, they pretend like they don't see you and they don't care about your life. So how is it that they're coming to these conclusions that you're doing this and you're doing that and you're like this and you're like that, if not for them watching you, if not for them lurking or trying to get intel in your life? They give themselves away, at some point of time. These individuals, they pretend like they don't see you. They pretend, and it's very disrespectful, especially when when there's a need for to communicate with them, especially at the workplace. You could be asking someone, one of your colleagues, or even one of your bosses, something, trying to get their attention, and they're acting as though they cannot hear you, right? There's no external noise, nothing to suggest that, for whatever reason, the communication is shot. So it's kind of like, why is it that they're ignoring me? Why is it that they're acting like but then when Tom, Dick, and Harry come, they're vibrant, they answer them, they give attention to them, they immediately notice their presence, things like that. It's actually really strange, but it's meant to make you feel like insignificant and unimportant in that place. Your family members can do the same thing to you as well, where when you're around and you're trying to talk to these people, they give you the cold shoulder, they make you feel uncomfortable. They may even invite you around to just ignore. In fact, any dynamic, people a part of these dynamics can do that, where you might actually be invited around, or there's a reason why you're around, like you're a part of the team, you're a part of the bloodline, whatever it is, you're around these people. Anytime you ask a question, it's like everybody's kind of just silent. They try to like hide away or shy away from your existence. They don't want to talk to you, don't want to get into it with you. But you'd be surprised when you're not around how much they lurk, or how much they watch you, or how much they've come to know you. And it's through, kind of like secretive activities that they tend to do, stalking you on Facebook, stalking you on Twitter. Social media is a big thing here now, where that's just where people stalk. That's where people do most of the, the lurking and trying to find out new information about what's going on in your world. When you're around them, they'll act like they don't know you. They'll act like, they don't know nothing. And it may not even be like people outwardly being malicious. It's kind of, they're not always like volatile, popping off at the mouth. Like some people are kind of just covertly jealous, covertly, kind of sneakily, they might say nice words to you. It might seem amicable, but then really, there's something off. And then when you're not around them, they start looking on your life. They start checking on your socials. They start looking at who you're with, what you're doing, start searching up the job you work, or the school you go to, for, the town you're from. They start searching things up, trying to find out as much as they can to put together this makeshift view of who they think you are. And then when you're around them, they're kind of acting like, oh, I don't know you, or oh yeah, tell me about so-and-so, but they already know about so-and-so because they've already done their investigative work. So not everybody's like angry or malicious with it. Some people are just secretly jealous and are teetering on, turning into that full-blown hater, turning into that full-blown stalker, full-blown lurker, right? When they're around you, they act like, that they're oblivious. There's people like that. Even in my world, they act like they're oblivious. Like, I know, right? I know, but they're acting like, oh, they don't know. Wow, what a shock that you're telling me this. But they've been knowing that because they've been stalking, or they've had, flying monkeys or third parties give them the intel about what I'm doing, what I'm up to, things of that nature. So people might pretend like you don't exist. People might pretend like pop up out of the blue. They might be rude, they might be malicious, but they also might be very covert and secretive, acting like they don't see you, they don't hear you, they don't know anything, la la la. And then when you're, but then when you're not around though, then they switch. They act a little different. They're quite obsessed, they're kind of like a fanatic when it comes to your life and your world. It's just really bizarre. Why can't people just be real with us as we're being real with them? But sometimes you shine so bright where people don't know how to behave around you. They don't know how to act, or they don't want to let on how they really feel about you. So they have to play these various roles in your world to kind of like ward you off from thinking that they're interested. It's the interest thing. They think that they're big in your head up and you don't even care. But to them, it's like they don't want you to know that they're interested in your life. So they have to play like the angry guy, or the secret, the friend that's pretending to like you, or pretending not to know anything, or pretending to be ditzy and not understanding anything about you. But in all actuality, they've been knowing, they've been stalking, it's wild. Let it be known in the comments if you feel like people pretend a lot around you. Do you have a lot of fakers, a lot of people who are pretending to be one way when they're really not? Do you have people who treat you this way? They act like they don't see you. They act like they don't hear you. They act like they don't know you, but they do know you. But then, then they switch, and then you feel like they're watching you, or you feel like, or or it's come to your attention that they've been asking about you. But it's like, it's such a mismatch, because when you're around, they don't ask you, they don't say nothing. Let it be known in the comments. Please share your stories, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for supporting the Mindset Elevator. Lots more content is on the way. Take care of yourselves, enjoy life to the fullest, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye.